All right, what's good, y'all, man? I got some news for y'all for the weekend. It was a sound clip that was put out by the Shade Room earlier today, and I was looking all over the internet trying to find like where the original content came out. It's about Trey Songz. Now, Trey Songz had been accused of several or many different things since dating back. I want to say like the 2012 or something like that. Cuz been just doing his thing. Now listen, I know when Trey Songz first came out, um, a lot of females I thought, was digging him. Over the years, you start hearing all of these things about what Trey Songz allegedly did, and you know what I mean? Stories about parties and Keke Palmer then came out. We even had a situation not too long ago, back in February in Las Vegas. There was a situation being checked out as well. I want to say that might have been dropped. But anyway, Rory from Rory and Marv, Rory that used to be down with Joe Budden, they left, did their own thing. He kind of said some things about Trey Songz that was pretty interesting. Now, I did find a clip. It looks like Got City T actually has it up on their Twitter feed or whatever. I'm not sure where this came from, but let's just play a little clip of what Rory actually said.
That Trey Songz doc is going to be crazier than the R. Kelly one. Trey Songz is the most nasty. Like, he is the scum of the earth. Trey Songz is disgusting. Like, his doc is going to surpass, if you ever thought you could surpass an R. Kelly doc, I promise you in 15 years, Trey Songz, his doc will. He's an awful human being. Somebody is going to... This isn't one story. This is personal that I know with... I'm not even exaggerating. Close to 15 to 20, all with the exact same experience that I know not to be liars at all. Trey Songz was cleared. What is Rory talking about? His charges were cleared. I'm not talking about the charges that he was charged with. It's not what I'm talking about. I have no idea who charged. I'm talking about my personal experience with women that I know personally. He's a awful human being.
I really don't know what Rory's... I don't know if he got an issue with Trey Songz. I really don't know. But I do keep hearing this now. Going back to the KO situation. Let's just go back to the KO situation. Like, I will say this. We heard a lot. A lot of people came out and said things. Some of them people didn't believe. Some of them people did believe. If this Trey Songz situation is anything like the KO situation, he is going to end up in somebody's court. But then again, like, okay, so I remember there was a video of Trey and Meg Thee Stallion. And I think the last time I covered this Trey Songz thing, I went back to that video, man, and I really felt like it was kind of awkward. Even though Meg puts himself in like different type of situations and scenarios, it just seemed like it was kind of an awkward situation, and it kind of looked like he was on something different, like trying to force her to drive the boat when she had already drove the boat enough. I found that to be kind of strange. And then, we got all these different allegations. Like I said, we had Keke Palmer come out and, say some things about him as well. And as Rory points out, he's saying that, credible people who he know to not tell tales actually came on and said this. Now, people on Twitter are reacting to what Rory said. Somebody, said, honestly, they can't wait for Trey Songz to go down. Another person said, if anyone in the industry knows Trey Songz does what he is doing, why y'all dudes ain't checking him? Somebody else said he needs to move to Bali. Another person said, if any blogs or podcasts take my idea, thoughts, and stories to share with their audience, they're gonna try to take some money from what I'm doing, venting. Who knows what they talking about. Anyway, somebody else said, so everybody ain't lying on Trey Songz. And lastly but not least, the strikes against Trey Songz are starting to stack up. And I'm kind of like, I'm not saying that Trey Songz has done anything wrong. I'm not saying that he hasn't done anything wrong. I'm saying that when we look at like these type of cases and these type of situations, as my son yells in the background gaming, um, he may be on his way to a court. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, he may be on his way to make a court appearance. I'm not gonna lie to you. It ain't looking good for the kid at all. And I really feel like, people want, people in the industry to hold Trey Songz accountable for things, but I really, don't really put that on other people. I really kind of feel like that's something that, if this is going on with Trey Songz and people are coming out with like valid things that happen. Here's the video of him and Meg right while I'm talking. If they're coming out with valid reasons and valid situations, you know what I mean? Maybe possibly he sees the court. You know what I mean? I don't think nobody else has to say anything. This isn't the full video, but at the end of the day, I'm trying to figure out what was going on in this picture. Now, I don't know. Meg's never came out and said anything that Trey Songz did anything weird or whatever. I just remember watching the video and seeing it. It was kind of like, okay, she was already faded. She didn't had enough. And it was like he was still trying to get her to tee up when, she wasn't really on it. And it seems like one of her friends was actually telling her or telling him that she was cool too. But, for the most part, you know what I mean? Like, people gonna come out, people gonna say what they gonna say, and possibly eventually, he sees his day in court where he can either prove his innocence or the person who actually, is complaining about these situations, get some type of, how do I say this without the politics getting at me? That person sees some type of JUST ice. Okay? Get in the comment section, though. Let me know what y'all think about this. This is a touchy topic because I know a lot of, listen, men have been accused of a lot of stuff that they didn't do. So I'm always careful with how I present my commentary on these type of situations. But at the same time, though, it seems like it's a pattern here with bruh. You know what I mean? Now, like I said, I ain't saying that bruh is guilty of anything. I'm not saying that he did anything wrong or anything like that. I'm gonna let him have his day if it ever happens. If there is a surviving Trey that comes out, I'm gonna definitely be tapped in. But let me know what y'all think about this. About what Rory said. I'm a mighty the ruler. A lot of people gonna get at Rory though on this. I know it. Like, for as many people as you have, saying that Trey Songz possibly, isn't as innocent of whatever they're trying to accuse him of, you'll have just as many people who get at Rory about his comments about Trey Songz. But get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this. I'm a mighty the ruler. Make sure y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe, and click that notification bell so you get notified each and every time I upload new content.